Hello and welcome to Channels Book Club. My name is Olakunle Kasumo and it's great to be on this show. We just love to discuss books on this show. Go on our social media platforms, follow us on X or Instagram and just post something, tell us what you're reading, get book ideas to read, book events to attend. It's just books, books and books on this show. We've done it for a long time. I want to keep doing it. Well, part of today is dedicated to children. Children remind us that Nigeria can have a great future. Nigerian children remind us that Nigeria can have a great future. You know, when you listen to the news and the politics in Nigeria at times, it can be so distressing, so discouraging. Politics and the economy and so many things like that. So many things you wish could be working better in Nigeria that are not working well. But when you look at young Nigerians, when you look at Nigerian children, your hope is sparked again. You just believe that the country can have a great future because our young children, our young people are so talented, so gifted. And here's one of them, a 10-year-old lad who is so literary minded. I'm going to allow you to watch this, get to meet with him, and then start believing in the future again.
Osavia is a lover of books and comics and a writer. Despite his age, he's not only challenged himself to read and review 200 books in a single year, but he's also written his own book titled Wonders of Me.
Hello, my name is Osavia and I just finished reading 200 books. I also just finished writing a book. I'm currently 10 years of age.
Osavia, with encouragement from his parent, was drawn to reading from when he was as young as 3 years old. He shares why he loves to read and some of his favorite authors.
See, when you read, there's this world that you open that teaches you new vocabulary, moral lessons, and teaches you what you should apply to your day-to-day life. Roald Dahl has this kind of storytelling where he's more serious, and Mark Twain, he has this kind of storytelling where it's humorous, but he also focuses on the bad things of life, such as racism, slavery, and corruption. Akira Toriyama, he recently passed away, but he is the author of Dragon Ball, and he was the one that drew the early Dragon Ball manga and anime.
Osavia's debut novel, Wonders of Me, was inspired by his experience living in the United States. He speaks about his process of writing the book and what he hopes readers will get from it.
The book was really about my challenges when I went to America, my challenges on a day-to-day life, my core values, and my likes and my dislikes and my hobbies. I wrote it for adults and children who want to see my life story as of right now and refer to their own children and see maybe what they could work on. And I also wrote it for children, so I had to mix up the vocabulary for both children and adults. I also wrote it for children because if you're a child, you're a child. And since I'm still a child, I kind of just wrote it for them because I'm a child and they're the ones that I can speak to freely, and because of this generation, I can talk to them using slang and all of that.
parents, Osai Izedowen and Taye Osai Izedowen, made sure to nurture the love of reading in him from his early years. They explained the importance of encouraging children to read.
I grew up with the understanding, and I still believe that readers are leaders. And all of my life I've been an avid reader. Every year I try to do a couple of books, year in, year out. And Osavia, of course, saw me do that from his earliest years, and I believe that inspired him as well to want to become an avid reader. So we understand the importance of expanding a child's mind, and one of the easiest ways to do that is to give them access to a broad array of books, and that's what we've done. But Osavia on his own has been very, very keen to expand his own mind, and he has requested for all kinds of books. We've been fortunate to give him access to those books, and he's really, really put in a lot of energy, personal effort. He's read tens and tens of books, month in, month out, reviewing almost a book a day with me personally. That's something I find very impressive, and it encouraged me to give him even more books. By the end of last year, he had completed 200 books, which I think is a rare feat. I'm super proud of him.
One of the things that we have put together that is very important for us as a unit is helping the children discover who they want to be. And in the world of gadgets and distractions, we understood that books were the right channels to help the children understand the world around them. So we encouraged himself and his brother from a very young age to read more, to help them with their vocabulary, to be able to know the world around them, because without books, we can't actually tell them so much about life. But some of these things are written in books, so we expose them to books at a very young age. And Osavia in particular picked up the interest, and when he eats, when he's sleeping, you see, I go to his room and you have 10 books under his pillow, and I'm screaming, oh, you don't have to tear them, but he loves to read, and that's how he's been over the years.
The young author gives encouragement to his peers, stressing the importance of reading in this modern age of the internet.
Well, now that you look at it like that, I think you are trying to say that people are neglecting books as they are, because they don't really see it as boring and all that stuff. They're just neglecting it. So they see a book and there's a phone in front of them, and they don't care about their academics right now. They care about the latest popping star, the latest TikTok trend, the latest TikTok dance. Yes, everyone does TikTok dances once in a while. I don't do TikTok dances, but everyone does it. So if you're neglecting books to that extent that you cannot function in school without TikTok, I think it's time to put the phone away and start reading. Because if you don't read, read ebooks. You don't have to read hard copy books. Read ebooks. Ebooks are fun too, because you don't have to use your mouth and your energy to be reading them every single day. You can just spend a couple hours, maybe on your bed, reading this book on the internet, or it's reading it for you. And I think if you don't do hard copy, you can do ebooks. Ebooks are really good as well. That's what also drive me to start reading hard copy books, because if you go to ebooks, hard copy books will be very easy for you.
Osavia serves as a reminder that a love for reading opens the mind to knowledge, inspiration, and possibility.
What a talent, what a gifted boy he is. Oh, wow. Well, from boy to girl. For 100 years, the National Spelling Bee competition has been held in the United States. Just think about that. 100 years. Incredible. And we have so much to learn from that great country. Well, for the first time, the National Spelling Bee competition finals was held in Lagos and hosted by the U.S. diplomatic mission in Nigeria for the first time. And what an event it was. We just had a ball. We had such a fantastic time. Well, it was a girl that won that competition. She blew our minds away. Parents, teachers, school proprietors, everybody there. The energy was so much, and it was so much fun. Well, let's get to watch it and then meet the new National Spelling Bee champion in Nigeria. She's going to represent the country in the United States of America. Enjoy this. While the National Spelling Bee competition has been held for 100 years in the United States of America, it was the first ever Spelling Bee finals in Nigeria, hosted by the United States Diplomatic Mission in Nigeria. Over 200 students from schools in the country participated in this first edition. 64 students made the final.
Your word speller number 10 is debut. Debut. Am I pronouncing the word correctly? You're correct. Debut.
The big prize? The title of Nigeria's first Spelling Bee champion and a shot to compete on the big stage in the United States against students from all the 50 states of the USA, Ghana, Jamaica, Japan, and other countries. Apart from the eventual winner, the two other finalists will also be sponsored to watch the events in the United States.
It's taken us 16 years to get Nigeria to the stage, and so and we know that along the journey we will be making mistakes, as you've seen, but we know well and we're open to feedback and what have you not. But my pride is this first batch of students who, not knowing what to expect, have thrown themselves deep in, and their parents who believed in us, reposed so much confidence in us, and the sponsors, the brands, the partners who came along, just believing that we are going to deliver a good program. I can't thank you enough. The dignitaries who are here, my favorite fan girl, Miss Joke Silva. I can't believe I've seen her in person again. And other friends who have turned up here, thank you so much. This is about literacy. This is about inclusion. Ghana's been on for too long, and we thought we needed company. And who better than the giant of Africa?
The children, brilliant, determined, and capable, were prepared to compete. It was a contest of rounds, and you only had one shot to get your spelling right.
And take a deep breath and out. And your word is ballet.
Ballet. Does not have the meaning of the word.
A light and flowing figures, artistic dancing in which conventionalized poses and steps are combined with light and flowing figures and movements such as loops and turns. Ballet.
Please, can you repeat the word?
Fiesta.
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 The definition.
The definition of the word is a religious celebration featuring processions and dances of pagan heritage addressed to Christian saints.
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Fiesta. Yes.
Fiesta. F-I-E-S-T-A. Fiesta.
Fiesta. That's correct. Spanner 39, are you ready?
Yes, please.
All right, your word is flamenco.
Can I repeat the word?
Flamenco.
Can I have the definition of the word flamenco?
The definition is a vigorous rhythmic dance style of the Odilesian gypsies, also a dance in this style.
Can you use the word flamenco in a sentence?
She took flamenco classes just to stomp in style.
Flamenco. F-L-A-M-E-N-C-O. Flamenco.
That's correct.
Chimichanga. My chimichanga made a dramatic crunch at first bites.
Chimichanga. Chimichanga. C-H-I-M-I-C-H-A-N-G-A. Chimichanga.
Correct.
The judges, knowledgeable, experienced, and respected, guided and assessed the competitors keenly.
Number 3, number 5 go behind. You know the drill. Your word, spelling number 3, is anime.
Anime. Please may I have the definition of the word?
A style of animation originating in Japan, characterized by colorful graphics and vibrant characters.
Anime. A-N-I-M-E. Anime.
That's correct.
Thank you.
As the competition progressed to the finale, the children received certificates and prizes. Fitting awarders, including acting star Joke Silva, awarded the young talents. Amongst the children celebrated was 7-year-old Oluwatimileyin Sheson, the youngest participant.
It makes me proud. So they've been working hard, not just here, but before they got here at the level of their school. So they've had many other local spelling bees where they've excelled at. So it's just great to have them on this national stage.
After 7 months of training, competing, and 10 tough rounds of a keenly contested final by 64 formidable young spellers, it all came down to 3 finalists, all girls. Naomi Ogiugo of the Lagoon School, Lagos, Amazing Grace Salami of Green Path Preparatory School, Abuja, Claire Ifeoluwa Okuboyejo of Bridging Gap School, Lagos. The young Claire wanted the title, and she took the contest to the wire.
Soiree.
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 Soiree. Yes.
Can I please have the meaning?
The meaning of the word is an evening party or reception.
Can you use this in a sentence?
The soiree started classy but ended with people dancing barefoot. Soiree.
Soiree.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing it well?
Say it again.
Soiree.
Soiree. Yes, you got it.
Soiree. S-O-I-R-E-E. Soiree.
That's correct.
But it was Amazing Grace who had the edge, and if she got the spelling right, the title was hers.
Smile. Thank you. Melange.
Please repeat the word.
Melange.
Does the word mean mix in French?
If you want me to read the meaning, ask me for that. I can give you all the confirmation. It's a noun. It's of French origin. And the meaning is a mixture, often incongruous elements. An example in the word, a melange of architectural styles.
Am I pronouncing the word melange correctly?
You're correct.
Melange. M-E-L-A-N-G-E. Melange.
We have a champion.
A round of applause for Amazing Grace. Analiza Ebriebi Salami, as she is the champion of the first spelling bee in Nigeria. A round of applause for her, as she will represent Nigeria at the Spring National Competition in Washington, D.C., United States. Amazing Grace. Analiza Ebriebi Salami. And a big shout out to our runner-up, Claire Ifeoluwa
The 11-year-old Abuja-based speller did get it right and therefore became the Nigerian Spelling Bee champion.
The greatest benefit is that it exposes them to the potentials that are bound within the space. For instance, one, it gives them the opportunity to be able to improve their skills, take their studies seriously. It also gives them the opportunity to mix with other children from other schools and other climates. From what we had, the winner of this competition will go ahead to represent Nigeria at the international level in the United States. So it opens their space for them, it gives them the leverage they require, it also gives them the confidence that will help them prepare them for the role in the future.
This is a fitting end to a very long journey because we started in August last year. That's when we were presented to the world, those of us who are pronouncers and judges, and that's when this competition was launched in Nigeria. It's been a long process for us, even the judges, because we learned along with the kids. We were also learning how to pronounce those words and how to spell them. We had weekly meetings. We had to witness the Ghana finals. Look, we studied along. We also learned the Japanese words, the French words, the Spanish words, the Greek words, all of them. We were learning along because you don't want to come here and be the reason why a child is dropping off. So the responsibility is on us to pronounce it well for them so they can spell it right.
I feel very happy and excited, and I give all the glory to God for helping me go this far.
How did you prepare? Did you find it difficult, tough,
yes,
challenging? Tell me a bit about that.
So you have to wake up in the middle of the night and be practicing, and then you still go to school the next day. But in total, everything was okay. It was tough. Although it was tough, I was still able to survive and manage, and now I'm standing here.
By now, she will know hard work pays. She will know also trusting in God pays. So she was able to, she's open to correction. She's open to learning. So that's on her part. That was very good. So when you give her instructions, you tell her, okay, let's do this together. This is the way to do this. She learns. Yes, she learns. Okay. So you tell her, okay, this is the way. If you want to get to the top, this is what to do. And she herself, she's very self-determined.
Finally, the chief host and the acting U.S. Consul General, Joellen Gorge, explained how the initiative helps U.S.-Nigeria relations.
We have provided the venue today, and as you know, we've also over time had many programs to support the youth here in Nigeria. We have many American corners that offer a lot of different classes and trainings to the youth of Nigeria. They offer internet, and they offer a place to learn more about the world. And so we see sponsoring the Script Spelling Bee as part of that, and we really are excited about Amazing Grace representing Nigeria in the U.S. in the 100th Script Spelling Bee.
This is where we end the show today. As always, we'll be very delighted to get your feedback through any of our social media platforms displayed on your screen. My name is Olakunle Kasumo. Remember, one great book can change your life. Bye-bye.